Hey everybody, Steven here playing Subnautica Below Zero, and today looking at some minor updates that the dev team has done. The big ones here are going to be on the Rocket Island for the Delta station here. So with this, in terms of updated stuff, we have some boxes around here, light source, we have a desk over there, and with this we actually have PDAs, which are placeholders. So we can look at this just as temp. A maintenance log from Jeremiah specifying how he needs some wire he doesn't have, but he thinks he can make some from stuff in the old shipwreck. So I think that's leading you to how you would actually repair this, right? So we have that one. We have another one over here. Temp photo, satellite image indicating Robin's starting pod location and Marg's base and greenhouse activity detected. I think that one's really cool and important because obviously it feeds into the story, so this is going to have information on that, and we need to get rid of it so Altera doesn't know what we're doing. I'm also curious to why it would just be sitting here on a PDA and how that's going to feed into the story if everybody's just missing, because that means when you land that there are people here if it's going to end up on a PDA right there. I want to say there's one more. Here we go. Temp manual explaining how the tower works and how it doesn't, giving clues as to how to tamper with it. That's what it'll be. Test override module port. So we have that. Beyond that, in terms of something different, because they've been working on the look of it here also, we actually have the flashing lights up top now too. I don't believe that was actually in game yesterday when I was messing with it, and a lot of people are like, man, that looks just like the Vesper, and that's because the top portion right there is actually, they took that from the Vesper, and then the bottom half here is different, but that top portion, that absolutely is from the Vesper there. So just recycled it and used it here. So looks really good though. I like the look and the fact that they can use those models that they well, I guess they're using them in space at the entry point right there, but it's not going to be something floating in the sky here constantly. The fact that they get to reuse it is pretty awesome. Now beyond that, oh, here we go. I didn't know it was going to do that. I want to go back up now and see if that does anything, because I know there's supposed to be temporary dialogue. I just haven't been able to get it to click in. Even that down there says temp. I talked about that last time, but no, nothing. Alright. But another thing I did want to look at is the two bases here. So with this, we have some new PDAs in here as well. Let's go on the first one. So, not all of these are new, but Fred, Temp, social color, conversation about a game they play to relax. So we have that one. Got this one. Temp, a newsletter article. Emmanuels working on that explains. A newsletter article Emmanuel's working on that explains or tries to explain Altera's structure and aims in the most motivating terms possible. And then back here, another one. This one's been in-game, so that one's not new. This is interesting, though, because this says pick up Jeremiah's bird wall. That looks like a... I don't know if it's supposed to be a picture frame. I guess it is, because it looks like it's... Maybe that's part of it, and it's just kind of blending into the wall there. If it wasn't, when I saw this initially, I was like, that looks like a computer screen. That looks like a monitor. But maybe it's just that picture frame and it's kind of blending into the wall there. But you can pick it up, so maybe not something different. Got a new poster over here, though. Sea truck poster. This is the new F-150. That one looks really cool. They changed the color on it, too. New PDA. A written correspondence home to his sister inquiring about their grandparents. Things are good, but his sea trucks keep crashing and his friends are having a hard time. Block of something. mini image here of a penguin. That looks pretty cool. So with that, we can go through here, we can go up top, and then this one has some new PDAs as well. They've still been working on bugs with the emotes there as well. So once we're in here, spacious quarters, maybe for the boss. That's new too. I didn't do that last time I walked in here. We do have our music. Yeah, so those are doing that in here too. I think that's one of the bugs with the software engineer when he's doing his stuff on the weekends. Because I'll show you another thing before I end the video where it's just some things are kind of broken at the moment where they're trying to port things over and clean up code to get it over to consoles. Temp, written correspondence home, including a photo of a second place dog show ribbon that his dog has won in his absence. Another blue box of whatever. We have stuff on the desk now, so it's not just sitting there, which is awesome. Emmanuel Temp, a staff memo about Frollo and staff reassignments. Then we go back here, motivation poster right there. Focus. Okay, so that's what the other one looks like. It just doesn't have anything on it just yet, right? There we go. So that's a new, I guess, posters that you can put on the wall. One of the looks for it, at least. Here we have another PDA. Temp, book excerpt. Mono, the task revolution. And then we actually have some food here. So whatever happened, this guy was eating, and then all this happened. I'm wondering if we're going to see that connection with anything here in Marg, by the way. Alright, so we have all of that, and then let's go over to Research Base Zero. I'll show you one of the other bugs that are in game right now. And with this, not just looking at the bug, there's actually some audio stuff that they've tweaked that I wanted to show everybody as well. So you can see it right there. The geometry on all this is way off. It's a crazy bug though. And so when you're still, it doesn't do anything, and then you move. And then you shift the camera at any angle and it's going to do that. But that looks weird. Alright, but once we're in here, that rainforest sound, it's pretty cool. Reminds me of the floating island from the first game. But we have the audio for that in game now too. Can I take this poster? Nope, won't let me. Everything else in here has been in-game, but that sound, that audio, I thought was pretty cool. They've also done some work that I just can't find right now. With that, they've actually done work on the missing waterscape entries for West and East Arctic. I couldn't find those. I'm assuming those are actually the icebergs, because the East Arctic is where Mark's greenhouse is. I figured opposite direction we go to the west one. I can't find that right now. But other than that, we're just really looking at bug fixes. Lily visual effects tweaks. I couldn't actually see anything different. So sometimes they'll do something and then I just can't see it. So I'm wondering if it's something that we're not meant to see, like they do with some other things where it's in game but it's not turned on yet, you just can't see it with that. Because like I said, a lot of times I'll actually go look at this stuff and I see zero difference, or maybe it's just so subtle it's not something I would pick up on anyways. But that's actually going to be it for this video. Like I said, minor updates today. I'm going to actually, I still need to, and I mentioned this in the last video, I still need to kind of go through and try and cue in that portion of the story, and I can highlight that for everybody in regards to the radio tower, the Delta radio tower there, to disable the satellites that Margaret's asking you to do. But that is it for this video. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.